How's it going, everyone? In today's video, I wanted to talk about another new feature that's coming in Python 3.15, frozen dictionaries, or to be more specific, a new immutable type, the frozen dictionary type. Now, before we continue with the video, I'd just like to thank Zed for sponsoring the channel. Zed is an ultra-fast code editor written in Rust, and I use it to do all my coding. It is lightweight, has plenty of customizable options, and even has seamless integration with AI, if you use AI to code. Anyway, if you feel like trying out Zed, I've left a link in the description box down below where you can download it for free. But now let's get back to the video and learn more about the frozen dictionary type. The new frozen dictionary type, which I will abbreviate to FD for the rest of this video, is not going to be a subclass of the dictionary type. It's going to inherit directly from objects. The new FD type will be hashable as long as the keys and values it contains are hashable. And while the new FD preserves insertion order, comparisons will not take order into account. To give you a little idea of what the new syntax will look like, here's a little demo taken directly from the release notes on python.org. To construct an FD, we can use key value pairs after using the new FD type. We can also pass in quargs, collections, or even leave it blank to create an empty FD. Refer to pep814 for the specifications and limitations. Printing A here should give us back a frozen dictionary that looks like this. Trying to create a value or change a value will raise a type error. In this case, it's going to raise a type error which states that a frozen dictionary object does not support item assignment. And comparisons, once again, do not take order into account. So if you were to compare the hash of A to the hash of B, this will return true, because they both contain the exact same key value pairs. You can also type in A is equal to B, and that will also return true, even if the key value pairs in B are reversed. It's also possible to compare an FD directly to the built-in dictionary type, if that's what you want to do. In terms of iteration, FD implements the standard collections.abc.mapping protocol, so all the expected methods of iteration will be supported. Also, iterating on an FD will use the insertion order, just like with regular dictionaries. It's also possible to join two FDs using the union operator. If some keys are in common, the values of the right operand will be taken. And what's important to note here is that the update operator will never modify a frozen dictionary in place. It's always going to create a new frozen dictionary. So by now you should notice that frozen dictionaries behave a lot like frozen sets. It is immutable data which cannot be modified. But nothing stops you from creating new data from existing data. Moving on, the rules for copy and deep copy still apply here. Copy will return a shallow copy while deep copy will return a deep copy. Also, if you're like me and love typing because you enjoy the benefits of type safety, then you'll be relieved to hear that typing an FD is super straightforward. In this example, we're using this type annotation, which will tell Python that this is an FD that contains keys of type string and values of type integer. And right now I'm getting a lot of syntax highlighting because this syntax is not available yet as of Python 3.15 Alpha 5. If I try to run it, I'm going to get a name error, because it has no idea what I'm talking about. And finally, while the differences between an FD and a regular dictionary should be quite intuitive to understand, it's worth mentioning that a lot of the popular methods that dictionaries use won't be available to the new FD type, which makes sense because it's an immutable type. It's also worth mentioning that an FD can be hashed with the built-in hash function, as long as the keys and values can be hashed. But yeah, that just about sums up everything I wanted to talk about in today's video. I'd love to hear what you think about the new FD type and whether you see yourself using it already as soon as it becomes available. But otherwise, with all that being said, as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.